They arrested her for impersonating a SEAL until an admiral leaned in and whispered, "That tattoo's real." She had been caught just outside the naval checkpoint. Rain soaked her hoodie, mud caked her boots, and she stepped onto the base road with the effortless confidence of someone who belonged there. The MPs barely gave her a second glance. Care bag bore a military patch. Her walk, her posture, all spoke of military training, but her plain, worn civilian clothes didn't fit the profile. When she showed an ID that didn't match their system, the sergeant didn't hesitate. "Ma'am, you're under arrest for impersonating a Navy SEAL." She didn't resist. Slowly, calmly, she raised her hands, almost bored, as if she'd been underestimated countless times before. They led her through the base while she remained silent. Eyes fixed forward, posture flawless, trained too perfectly to be fake. Sailors stopped and watched. Some smirked, others shook their heads. "Kay?" Impersonating a SEAL was serious, usually attempted by the delusional or desperate, but she looked neither. She looked like someone who knew every step, every corridor, every exit instinctively. The sergeant kept glancing at her, puzzled by her unwavering calm. In the holding room, they took her bag, boots, and jacket. As the damp fabric peeled away, one guard noticed a faint outline on her shoulder, a tattoo. Sharp and precise, almost ceremonial. He dismissed it at first, thinking she might have just copied something she'd seen online. Yet his gaze lingered longer than he intended. She noticed and gave the barest of smiles. Word spread quickly. A young woman, mid-20s, arrested for attempting to enter the base without clearance. No rank, no active ID, no record. Her fingerprints came back classified. That alone made the supervising officer uneasy. Civilians rarely bounced like that unless they were lying or hidden in classified files. She sat like she had been in interrogation rooms her whole life. Hours passed, the storm rattled the windows. Tension rose as the MPs debated whom to call next. She hadn't spoken a word, only repeating calmly, "I need to speak to Admiral Katon." Admiral Katon was one of the highest-ranking officers on the coast. No one requested him casually. Protocol forced the officer to contact command. Moments later, the order returned. "Hold her. Do not process. Admiral Katon is on his way." The MPs froze. Admirals didn't usually appear in holding cells. When he arrived, the hallway stiffened. Broad-shouldered, silver-haired, his face carved by decades of command. He limped slightly from an injury no one discussed publicly. He looked at her and something shifted, not shock, not recognition exactly, but something close. "Bring her out," he ordered. The MPs complied, hands trembling. She rose smoothly, her posture snapping into perfect alignment. The Admiral stepped closer. "Remove the jacket," he said quietly. She did so immediately, revealing the full tattoo. It wasn't a unit emblem, but a mark of a program so classified most denied its existence. To the MPs, it looked abstract, coordinates subtly woven into the pattern. But to the Admiral, it triggered memories long buried. He leaned in, whispering, "That tattoo's real." The room froze. He moved between her and the MPs, ordering her restraints removed. When the cuffs came off, she flexed her wrist and nodded slightly at him. The sergeant swallowed hard. "Sir, what does that tattoo mean?" The Admiral paused. "It means you didn't arrest a SEAL impersonator. You arrested someone SEALs were trained not to talk about. Silence." Her expression remained unreadable, though her eyes softened slightly. He continued, "She's from a unit that operated deeper than any files. No call signs, no rosters, no official designation. Operators who don't exist officially." The MPs were stunned. Then why try to enter the base without clearance? One of them stammered. She finally spoke, her voice low and steady. "The program is gone, burned. I had nowhere else to go except to the only officer who still knows we existed." The Admiral's jaw tightened, regret flickering in his eyes. "You should have contacted me sooner." "They erased everything," she said. "Contacts, accounts, safe houses. Even the dead drops. I didn't know who to trust. He exhaled heavily, the weight of years of classified service in one slow breath. Clear the room. Forget everything you heard. The guards backed away immediately. The Admiral's shoulders relaxed. Come on, he said gently. You're safe now. Whatever remains of that